tech review. I have a question for you. Yes, you viewer. Do you think a $50 mic is good enough? Do you think that spending $50, you could still compete in today's market, make videos, stream games on Twitch? Fifine sent over this K688 microphone and this BM88 low profile arm for me to test out and review. Yeah, I mean, let's just take a look at it, you know? I like the foam. This is what it sounds like with the foam off. Foam. Foam on. And then we have a gain volume back here. I'll go ahead and turn that down. And then we're turning down the gain and we're turning down. And it hit the edge of my, that would have hit the edge of my noise gate most likely. So there's a gain. There's also a monitor right here. If you want to change the difference, if you're listening, there's a headphone port in the back. So if you want to monitor, there's a way to adjust the volume of the monitoring, basically. And then you have your USB-C plug in the back for your USB. And then you have your XLR in the back here, of course. One thing that this mic has that my $250 mic does not have is this has a shock mount, which is awesome. It's kind of necessary almost to have a shock mount, because basically if you were to go hit your... If you go to hit your mic arm, most of the sound of the mic arm vibrating would go into your microphone and people that are listening would hear it. Overall, like I like the aesthetic of it. It's cool. I like the adjustability. I like the shock mount. I like that it's a Type C. My Shure mic is not a Type C. It's the old one with the two little pins on it. It's like a Type A, I think. I prefer Type C, obviously, because you can plug it in up or down. It doesn't matter. You can't get it wrong. I'll see how long, you know, how it'll stand up over the test of time. But as a brand new product, I don't see any reason why, you know, for $50, so far I haven't found any issues. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a true test. We're going to do a true sound test for this with no filters. And then we're going to test the Shure mic and we're going to put them through the same thing so you can kind of see the difference. Decide whether, you know, is a $250 mic really that serious, or, you know, even with all the filters and all the stuff that you can add, you know, post-production and even in OBS Live while you're streaming, stuff that you can add in, and EQs and things like that you can add to make stuff sound better, so that even cheap mics sound pretty freaking good these days. So we're going to do the raw test. Okay, we got quite a few filters on here. I won't give you guys the full sauce for my filters, but this is what it sounds like. No filters, no editing. This is the blank mic. If you can't figure anything out and you just plug this in for like a Zoom call, this is kind of how it would sound. This is with the gain all the way up. This is pure Fifine controls, and then we'll do the same thing with the Shure microphone. This is what my Shure MV7 normally sounds like with all the filters that I was using on the same mic. I didn't adjust them really to get, you know, the perfect settings for that specific mic, but those are the same settings that I used to make this mic sound good. It's a pretty fair comparison, I'd say. So we're going to go ahead and turn the filters off on this one so that you just get what it normally sounds like, unedited, unfiltered. That way you can tell the difference. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. Hello. Okay, so this is the Shure mic with no filters, pure background noise, no control software, mic gain up plus 27 decibels on the control software only, just so you guys actually be able to hear. Because if I put the mic gain at nothing, it's going to sound really quiet. This is a very quiet mic, so you have to add a lot of gain to it because it's a podcast mic. It's not really meant for top of the line streamers like the SM7B. This is what it sounds like. It's not too bad. I don't know. I'm not listening to it, but I don't think it sounds too bad. The BM88 low profile arm. It was $56.99 on Amazon. Elgato has another low profile arm, and that one's $180. What's the point of getting the Elgato one versus this one? So when it comes to stuff being easily put together, I would say this thing was awesome. I mean, it has a little like the arm that you clamp onto the desk right here underneath the bottom was the nicest clamp arm that I've gotten out of all the stuff. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different clamps on my desk, and it's the nicest quality clamp that I've ever gotten. It was super easy. It's got like a little thingy on the bottom that's big. I got big hands, so it's nice. I hate when you have those little desk clamps and the you know, the thing on the bottom that you tighten it is like this big and you get no leverage. I hate that. This thing's got a big old plastic handle. Then I just took this piece right here, I just slid it right in. There's a little Allen key on the back. And then with it, it also has this part, which can rotate all the way this way. So if you're finished at the end of the day recording whatever, you could just kind of throw your mic off to the edge. You want to sit here and edit. You don't want a microphone in your face. I hate that. Normally I just swung it out, but I could also fold it in half now. Just leave it like that. Just leave it up, whatever. It also rotates this way. All the way around. It's got the full 360. And then it has the little hidden cable channels here, which you just kind of slide forward. It's got an arrow. But for the BM88 low profile arm, it doesn't get in the way of me using my keyboard. My arm even fits underneath the short part. Okay, so after testing both mics, listening to the feedback, listening to how they sound, I would say that the Fifine K688 with the BM88 low profile arm is a perfect combo for somebody on a budget that still wants to sound good. They don't want the cheapest mic, but they also don't want to spend $200, $500, whatever on a microphone. This would be a good thing for a Twitch stream, for a YouTube video, so be it. I'll tell you what I like about the Fifine mic. I like that it's got one nice big button for mute. This has a tiny little one over here and a bunch of extra nonsense that you could accidentally touch. I hate it. I like the one big button. They did a good job there. Type-C cable better than this. This Type 2 or whatever. I don't even care what it's called. It's old. We don't need that anymore. What's going on? When we're comparing two USB microphones, was this worth the extra $200? Absolutely not. After listening to the sound, there's not too much of a difference. So a $50 mic from Fifine, I think would hold up just fine for you. I'll just leave. I'm kidding. Are you going to find something in this price range that sounds as good as the Fifine mic? Probably not. I'm being real with you. I've had a lot of cheap mics. They don't usually sound that good. They definitely don't come with a shock mount, and they don't come with a mute button. They don't come with adjustable sound on the back. Competitive wise, features wise, they're all there. But the important thing is that it's affordable and it's actually pretty competitive. So I'd say, is a $50 mic able to compete in today's market, in today's day and age? I think yes. And I think that this mic's a pretty good choice. So if you're thinking of getting one, highly recommend this. And if you don't like the mic and you just like this arm, this beautiful arm, I love it. It took me like 30 seconds to install. You could put any mic onto it because they're universal. It comes with a little adapter. Overall, I'd probably score it. I'd score it at 8.5 out of 10 for the mic and a 10 out of 10 on the arm. I love this arm and I do like the mic. I think it's very competitive for people that are on a budget. And I think it keeps up with a lot of these mics that are trying to charge you $250, $300, $500. I think they're charging you a little much. And I think this is a great option. Good job. You guys made a good mic, good arm. I hope you guys check it out in the link in the description. So if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next tech review. Bye-bye.